Hello, good evening, and welcome to Watchdog Wargaming. This is going to be the first of a series of What's in the Box. Basically, I take a random box out of the attic, or something I haven't opened for a very, very long time, and we'll see what's in there. I've had my son go up the attic earlier on, and he's randomly picked a box out of my great big pile up there and brought it downstairs. Unfortunately, it's not as hidden as I thought it would be, because it's actually got a descriptor of what's actually in the box on the top. But we'll see what's on the inside anyway. So um, here's the box. And yes, there's a bit of a giveaway what's actually in there, but never mind. So I store all my stuff in here. So this might be in 20 mil, this might be in 28 mil, it might be in 1/3 scale or whatever. It's actually quite heavy, and so I'll be quite surprised what's actually in here. It was actually covered in dust earlier on, so it's yes. So this is the first of the start of what's in the box. So with no further ado, let's have a see what's in there. Ooh, okay. So this is my 20 mil 1/72 scale BOR army, which I used for, well, I had a used to use it for sort of rapid fire, but there was a modification that came out, and I used it for that. Most of these figures actually haven't been on the gaming table probably since more or less I've painted them. So yeah, okay. So let's see what we've got in here. So that, I think that's meant to be a Series 3 Land Rover. Don't recognise the make, but it's on the right scale. It's probably a Series 2 Land Rover, but yeah, so they could probably get away with 60s and 70s. Well, the army never got rid of anything anyway. As long as it's green and it moved, it was fine. Yeah, so there's that vehicle. DPM colour. What else we got in here? The Saxon, the dreaded Saxon. Well, it was actually not that bad, apart from the Easter tip over. I know the lads in Bosnia had these, and certainly in Northern Ireland, internal security ones. I think. So this is a resin one as well, so it's possibly Frontline, possibly, or S&S. But there we are, nice. I think I used to use this as a command vehicle, but it's more likely that would have been used by the reserve units. So if they were, if it was a Cold War gone hot scenario, it's probably units from UK would have come over with the Saxons. Basically, it's an armoured Bedford with horrible driving positions. The 110 Land Rover. Now these, if I recall, are actually from JB Models. You can still get them, but they're like rocking horse doo-doo to get. Again, I think I've seen these used for carrying Milans, also for tows for the 105s, multi-purposes. I think oh, I've actually got the Land Rover variant as well. So not the Land Rover, I mean the ambulance variant. So we'll have a look at that in a second. There we are. These have actually survived quite, and here we are. I have the ambulance variant of it as well. JB Models. Another Land Rover. Now this is a Series 3 Land Rover. I seem to recall this is actually Hongwell Land Rover Series 3 109. So that's just been had repainted. It looks like it's actually had sort of windows at the back, but it's been overpainted with a DPM colour. Oh well, does the job nicely. And this is a Bedford tanker. I think this was done by Airfix, but it was part of they're part of an aircraft refueling kit. But I have seen them, did see them on exercise, and especially when the Harriers are out and about. But yeah, I don't think I had an Ubri model, so it was or a pod op. Could always tell when a pod op was nearby. There was a really strong smell of diesel or petrol. Oh, another 110. Ah, the Bedford. Yeah, better than walking. What can you say about Bedford? A few times I've been on exercise and been told in the O group, oh yeah, you get picked up by helicopters at the RV. You get to the RV and there's a Bedford waiting for you. So the heli Bedford. There we are on those. So again, I think this is another Airfix kit. I think they may have been JB models before, but haven't seen many of these out and about recently. There's another two of them. Let's go for another one, the last of the soft vehicle. Now this is a Land Rover reconnaissance vehicle. So yep, Land Rover reconnaissance vehicle. The chassis of it is one of the Hongwell vehicles again. It looks like it's had the back removed, and I've put a couple of figures in. Now looking at them, they look like modern British paratroopers. There's one in there that looks like he's got a Sterling submachine gun in the back there, but I actually think it looks like I think he's actually holding a Sten gun, so that could be a World War II power I've got in there. But there we are. That's a reconnaissance vehicle I've got there. So it's again, my infantry regiment did have these, but you didn't see them knocking around that much. But very open topped and very nice. So what we got onto here? So I remember these. These are the Challenger 2s. No, let's get this right. No, Challenger 1s. Challenger 1s that came in magazines. I can't actually remember the name of the company, but basically, I think I cleared the shelves and I got a few off eBay and just basically repainted them. Repainted them, different transfers on them, and there we are. So very smart. Do like those. Yeah, what I should have done was what I should have had was on the back there. How's my driving? That's when I went to the Gulf. That's one thing that did make me chuckle. You had all these tanks driving past you, going into Basra, and then on the back of it was, "How's my driving?" with a telephone number. Yeah, that always did make me chuckle. Yeah. And then from the same company, in fact, oh no, I could be wrong. Just bear me a second. Let me just double check. Yep, these are the again from the magazines. So these are actually resprays of the Warriors, and it looks like I've put some wire antennas on there as well. So I've had a few drive. I've been in a Warrior. I had a drive around of it on the exercise area, but I've never actually deployed with the Warrior. Shame really, as I said, most of my military experience was with the 432s. So here we are, another respray, on that one. And as you can see, I think they came out all right. So it's not bad actually. I still think that I think there's a lot of these models actually still around, and I know that you can get them on places like eBay. These ones are the uprated ones, so these ones would have been, I think these are probably the would have been used out in there because they've got the upgraded armor package on the side. Oh, on the front. I included them, I seem to remember I included them in my Cold War Gone Hot because they started trialing the Warriors sort of like mid-80s. So it's if Cold War had kicked off in the 80s, then perhaps they would have rushed these into production. But probably they wouldn't be very mechanically reliant, which would be interesting. And then last but not least is the 432s. Okay, so these are from Britannia. Now I don't have any with the L37 Peak turret on the back because that was usually my haunt. I was a GPMG gunner and second out the back door, next to the BV. Again, sort of, I was always told that you meant to survive a nuclear war on these, but what made me chuckle was as soon as it started raining, the water came pouring in from the mortar hatches at the top. Yeah, these are Britannia ones, the resins one, very good cast on them. But some of them, the wheels did go a little bit wonky, so if you look from the front, the tracks are a bit skew-iff, but paint up very nicely. Again, these ones with the mortar hatches open. Now, with these, I've mounted the two half soldiers on pennies, on a 1 penny piece, which fits in nicely into the actual mortar hatch. So you could have troops in, troops out. Which, yeah. And then we've got the mortar variant. Again, it's mounted on pennies, so well, that one doesn't want to come out, but never mind. It's mounted on pennies. So yeah, so I think that's so platoon's worth, I think. So you'd have the headquarters one and different platoons, and then support platoon. I have got more, so that will probably be in another box somewhere else. So yeah, so that is the box number 1 of my what's in the box, and as you can see, it was British Modern Cold War BOR in 1/72 20mm. So thanks for your time, much appreciated. And like I said, this is the first of many of these what's in the boxes. So if you like what you see, subscribe, hit like and subscribe. So thank you, and I'll see you again. Bye now.